Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year again, or in our lifetime, when politics takes center stage. But interestingly, personally, I find politics in this country to be a joke and nothing really serious. And these are just my views. Alright. Um over the years, I mean I have gotten to voting age over over 10 years now. I am legally permitted to vote. But frankly speaking, I know it's a right and something that I can exercise a franchise of mine. But to be honest, I prefer to focus on some beautiful natural things around. You know, this banana plant growing nicely, you know, effortlessly, not bothered about bills and the tax and you know all the charges that are leveled at our feet from day to day, you know. But let's take a closer little look at it. In reality, Jamaica's politics is absolutely, out of whack. And I think most times these folks who are influencing voters target some people who, are not even as skillful as this Anansi in reasoning and thinking through what is really happening in the country. Because here goes a little spider. In Jamaica we call him Anansi. Not sure if you're seeing it clearly, but lack the kind of skill and expertise that is necessary to really analyze what is happening in the country and truly just grow the country. Here are some tomato plants growing and blooming. I mean, I've not seen a bloom or in any of our political party that really excites me to a level that would really push me to go out there and say, boy, yes, I think this party is really worth my vote or worth making up a lot of noise about or stuff like that. You know what I mean? The good old aloe vera plant. I can't think of another plant that is as bitter as this plant when taken naturally as it is. It's quite bitter. Bitter as in bitter. There is no understatement in saying bitter. And I think our country has become bitter in terms of its management and governance. And people just need to take a serious stand and ensure that the bitterness is reduced. Sometimes to effectively or to soothe the taste of aloe vera going down, you take it with a citrus plant or fruit rather. Sometimes you can take it with a little lime, which is somewhat sour. But at least when you would have taken it, it would have reduced the bitterness somewhat. So over time, to be honest, personally, I've grown accustomed to the promises and the stupidity that goes on during this time. That, the state of bitterness being converted to sometimes sourness to the taste and to the, the whole mind. It just leaves you dry. These leaves are just in the sun being parched, burned, scorched from day to day. Trash. It's flammable. It's explosive if you ask me. You put a spark in this and it burns endlessly until it's all consumed. Where are we going as a country? Where are we going as a people? What is it that people are projecting that will ensure that the successive generations will have the benefit of a good platform being laid by those in power and authority? I'm not sure if I'm seeing it. Somebody help me. With the brilliance of sunshine abundant, beyond measure, year to year, day to day, second to second, millisecond to millisecond, this country has become almost like a dead log where production is concerned. A fallen tree, if you ask me. But guess what? We have an option as a people. Are we going to sit around and allow? And yes, I'm asking myself the very question. Am I going to sit around and allow persons without a vision, without a hope, without a good plan to transform our people, our country, to really, keep us trapped, keep us locked down, the answer you give will be based on your value judgment of the system. But guess what? To some, a stone, a rock, a log, cold ground is almost their bed and their most comfortable posture. These ants are busy making hay while the sun shineth. What are we doing as a country? Check them out. They are busy 24/7s. 24/7s, they are busy. As a people, what are we doing? Now, I am not certain if I'm going to cast a ballot just yet. But one thing I'm certain of is that this country needs a change that will be sustainable, a change that will allow us to move from bare ground to productivity that blooms and lasts, and that will outlast generations. People, I am not partisan, I am not colored in any way, shape or form where politics is concerned. I am simply a Jamaican who is concerned about the dryness, about the emptiness that lies in our country. That is almost breathing a level of hopelessness for some. Some want to run away to foreign lands, and you name it. Personally, I've been to a couple of them, and I don't believe that any foreign land is better than my land. I just know that my country needs a bit of management that will allow us to move and not just to be stuck, in dry ground for years, while others are moving on, taking ideas from us, building their countries, etc. I'm not against any any country on a personal basis, but here we are, stagnated. These plans literally are more than a year old. Yes, I know, because they are mine, and probably because I really have nourished them as much as probably that one, and that one is actually the same age as these two. So somewhere along the line we have slacked up as a people. But guess what? I still have a hope in my country. I still have a hope in the leaders of this great land. I still have a hope that one day we will soar like the eagle. We will flutter in the wind, and we will become the true Jamaica that we really can become. People, let us be wise. Not in our own eyes. Let us not be deceitful, because each one should really be the next person's keeper. Let us just live in love, no man, and allow love to outshine all the odds, and just to allow us to grow and become as beautiful, as beautiful, as beautiful as we all, as Jamaicans, can be. Thank you very much for lending a listening ear. And as we would say, one love, take care, peace.